some lovely people. I thank them very much for growing this hair. And
Yes.
letting me use
Making
it
that
today.
sacrifice, I understand.
I know you are.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
God didn't give it to you. Go out. Go for it.
Go and get it then.
Yeah, Millie's hair is serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I get a full weave. Like they braid me down every day and put a full wig on, and so it's a transformative experience. You know, like in an actorly method way. I am no longer Bellamy once that. And it's pretty heavy, you know, and uncomfortable, so you kind of just get a little angrier.
Right into Millie's state of mind. Now, one of the many perks of playing the First Lady on television that you get invited to actual DC events, and you got invited to the White House Correspondents' Dinner, and you got to meet the actual First Lady, Michelle Obama, who's a huge fan of the show. So, what was that like to meet the first family?
It was bananas. I mean, bananas. Such a surreal moment that kind of goes out of time. Tony and I got to meet them together. Tony Goldwyn, that plays my husband on the TV. And we walked over, and Barack Obama extends his hand to Tony and says, "Mr. President, Mr. President." And then Michelle's coming at me with open arms so graciously, and she says, "Why did you kill your son?" And I was like, and I literally was so overwhelmed that I made like little chipmunk noises and then just like hugged her. I just kept hugging her. That was all I could do. It was a very big moment.
Okay, Bellamy, but your character's been through a lot recently. Bring everybody up to speed with what your character's been dealing with.
Well, you know, I'm so blessed because every week I get to do something different, which is not always the blessing when you're not lucky enough to have a job at all. Mellie, at the same time, living through the frustration of having great potential, but being in a position that is very ceremonial, so not being able to rise to that. She also, last season, a flashback revealed that she'd been raped by her father-in-law, and has sort of been sitting on that for all these years, trying to protect her son. And then at the end of last year, spoiler alert, my son died. They killed my son. So we moved.
Olivia's mother killed your son.
Or not, right?
And then you didn't know who was the father.
Well, there was a moment of paternity.
Yes. It was confusing.
Yes.
Was it the dude that raped you, or was it your husband that was betraying you with Olivia Pope? You like,
did finally do something that fans of Scandal have been rooting for since season 1, is that you slapped your cheating husband.
Yes.
How did that feel for you as an actor?
Oh, it was, look, for Mellie to get to go up to Fitz and be like, "You take everything from me." I mean, it had been boiling up for years, but to slap sweet Tony Goldwyn was the worst thing I've ever had to do. Really? And we could fake it on my coverage, you know, because they're behind me, you can't really tell.
Yeah.
But when we got on him, I had to really hit him, and it was just pitiful. It's all Tony selling that hit. They've got the wind up from behind me, and then I'm like, it's all Tony's acting.